Hello! Just as I was making a video a few days ago about Norwegian black metal losing its edge and crown and all that stuff, well, sometimes those Norwegian bands actually surprise with a positive way. This one is called Blodhemn Mot Ein Evig. I have no idea how to pronounce it, so forgive me. This band started in 2004 as a one-man band, the guy here, and however with live setting it's obviously a full band. There's some nice imagery here in the booklet, so let's just take a glimpse into that. As you can see, pretty different ideas. As you can see, kind of a historic stuff as well as landscapes. To be honest, nice art to have included here. So as I was saying, one-man band technically on the studio, creating the music and all that stuff, but working as I think 4 members live. But this album is just by one man, and hell of a good job for a one-man band, to be honest. Blodhemn was founded in 2004. It took a few years before the first album was out, and now it's their third album. Also to be released 15th on February 2019, so a couple of days. And then there should be samples online, I hope at least. So hold your horses if you are watching this very early. Now, this is musically very much Norwegian black metal second wave thing. The funny thing here is, however, that this is just like not like any one certain band to be copied, but kind of a mishmash of different bands to be found along those riffs and whatnot. For example, some of the parts just are like, I don't know, Toulouse or a little bit like Cold. And then there are trashy parts which remind me of like Our Noir. Some of the faster, aggressive parts remind me of Swedish black metal band Marduk. And then there are probably like all-round feeling of bands like Take and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like a nice tour of second wave Norwegian black metal, which has been executed quite well. Now, the production is an interesting thing with this album, because first of all, I felt like this guitar sound is not gonna fly. It's kind of a too little distorted for my, in my opinion, and it feels like kind of a weak. It still does after a few spins at certain points, but overall, once you give it a few listens, you start to get kind of a hang of it. You kind of get used to it, and it sounds better, to be honest. And vocal-wise, this is like really good, nice, screamy way of creating. Not maybe the most memorable type, but works like a charm with this album. Now overall, because of this diversity with the music here, like riffs and different kind of approach to this black metal, I think this is a pretty damn solid album. Probably one of the best this year, at least one of the better ones in February. Best so far, I guess. Meanwhile, this is not kind of a reinventing the wheel. It's making this wheel go spin around in a nice ways, metaphorically speaking. And for any Norwegian black metal fans out there, should definitely check this one out. I have a little doubt that this won't be like a future classic as such, to be remembered like so many early Norwegian black metal albums, but that doesn't take anything away, from this one, because after all, this is a very solid, good, well-balanced album, and like I said, my basically only thing that bothers me is that the guitar sound could be kind of a more razor sharp, more violent, powerful, but it's not like a big deal. It's not a deal breaker anyway. So Blodhemn gets a nice recommendation from me. Check it out, and hope you enjoy it. As always, any comments, opinions, whatever, put them in the comment box below and I'll get back to you. See ya and bye-bye.